I'm not usually much of a movie-going person. Last year I watched maybe four movies. Yeah, I think so. I can't remember which ones. This year I've watched um 18 movies. So I figured, hey, end of the year, why not make a top whatever ranking movie video thing? I think. Not a top 10 because I've watched more than 10. I can't be bothered doing top 5 and bottom 5 because that's just too much work. So I'm just going to chuck them all into this and just go from 18 to 1 and with basic posters and words and, barely anything and just my voice and haha, enjoy. So, to start off with, I guess, is Angry Birds. This one, somebody wanted to watch with me a lot, and do I regret watching it? No, not really. No, no. It was fun. It had a fun premise, I suppose. Even though who would want an Angry Birds movie? Why in 2016 would we want an Angry Birds movie? But never mind. That doesn't matter. What matters is that the first third of it and the last third of it are fun. The setup is hilarious. They set up this angry guy, I forget his name, the red dude, and his little friends, and it's funny, and it's everything you see in the trailer, and it sets up the movie, keeps it going, and then comes the middle part where the pigs arrive, and oh, oh, that's when a one and a bit, 1.5 hour movie turns into. It feels like it turns into a 3 hour movie. That bit, it's small, but it drags on, and it's so boring. They try to chuck this really childish comedy into it, and that's the thing. It's for kids. This thing is for kids. I mean, what am I doing watching this shit? This kiddish, childish shit. But yeah. Then once the second third is over, once that pain is gone, comes the final third, and that's where the movie really picks up. It's hilarious, it's fun, the comedy's on point, and spoiler alert. I mean, spoiler for Angry Birds movie. They recreate the game with all the different characters and different birds, and it's just fun and it makes sense. And then and then Chuck, the yellow one, my favorite one, recreates the Flash thing from X-Men, and is both hilarious and kind of groan-inducing because it's hilarious, but you're like, what, why, what? But it's funny. You just can't help but laugh at it because it's pretty fun and well done. But yeah, Angry Birds, don't bother. Oh boy, oh boy. Does everyone remember the Warcraft campaign? Does everyone remember all the excitement? Oh my god, for the Horde, for the Alliance, yes! Fucking Warcraft! How could they fuck it up? How could they fuck it up? To be fair, they didn't. But no, okay. It's watchable. Okay, watch it once, check out what it is, and then just go play one of the old games. Okay, get Warcraft 3. It's pretty cheap. Actually, I don't even know if you can but still, but you can just check into your local EB Games, whatever. You get it, get the Warcraft chest cheap. Just play it, love it, fucking forget about this movie, forget that it ever existed. Because seriously, outside of the orcs, which look amazing, and their story is actually pretty cool. Their story is the coolest thing. Is the only cool thing in the entire thing because the human cast is just what's with that cast? Nobody looks except for Varian, I think. Nobody looks like they should. You look at the guy who plays fucking Medivh, and you try and tell me that looks like a Medivh. Anyone who knows what Medivh looks like goes, that's not Medivh. That's some guy pretending to be Medivh. I mean, it was like I again no not particularly regretting watching it. It's not a waste of a ticket per se. It's worth itself for the orcs and for the for of course Thrall, the fucking Moses analogy of Warcraft. Thrall storyline. That shit took all like 5 seconds, and then it's over just like that. And if you miss it, like blink, you miss it, and it's gone. But again, if you really want to watch it. If not, you're not gonna miss out on too much. Just Google the orc clips, and you'll be set. Cheers. Ha ha. The Rock. Fucker is like is like everywhere. He's been, as a friend of mine said, he's been franchising quite a lot lately. He's in a lot of shit now. He's everywhere you look. This is The Rock, right? He's right there. Dwayne Johnson has become a fucking superstar. It's amazing. It's awesome. He deserves it. He's a great guy. He has charisma just pouring out of his everything. Even his armpits are charismatic. Like fucking look at those armpits. Look how charismatic those armpits are. It's amazing. Anyway, well, Central Intelligence though. Let's just say when Dwayne Johnson is on screen, it's hilarious and fun. Maybe with a couple uncomfortable moments, and I do mean uncomfortable. When he's not though, it it's not terrible, but it's like imagine eating a nice chocolate, or ordering a nice chocolate, or like what I like a hot chocolate without cream. You love ordering with cream, right? And you go that one time you ordered without cream, and something's missing. It's still great chocolate, but there's no cream. Like Dwayne Johnson is the cream. He's the most amazing cream that ever creamed. And without him, this movie would be just. But with him, this movie's just like, haha, ha 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 ha, kind of funny, yeah. Ah, oh shit. Now we're getting to the good stuff. Do you guys remember how Batfleck was the most condemned thing about this movie? How everyone was creaming their pants over Wonder Woman? How everyone was kind of indifferent for Superman, because Superman was going to be exactly. We knew Superman was going to be exactly the same, so whatever. And how everyone just like collectively raised their eyebrows at the new Lex Luthor Jr. Who the fuck is Lex Luthor Jr.? But okay, we gave it the benefit of the doubt. We went in, we sat down, we grabbed our popcorn and collectively spewed it out as Batfleck was the only awesome thing in this pile of dookie. I mean, I enjoyed it. I'll admit, I enjoyed it. It was a thoroughly enjoyable action flick. But when you start looking at the story and the character, where? Where is the story and where are the characters? I see Batman. That's it. I see Batman. I see Bruce Wayne. The rest are background noise. So much background noise. And every now you hear this really annoying high pitch of Lex Jr. trying to decide what he's going for. Is he intimidating? Is he quirky? Is he crazy? Is he God hating? Is he some just random motherfucker who's trying to be a poor man's Joker? I don't know. Oh, and of course, yeah, of course, really, Martha. Fucking hell! Like I don't even. I don't hate it nearly as much as people do, but I see why people do. And the best thing to come out of this movie, the one thing this movie can be given credit for, is to giving us the best Batman since Michael Keaton. I said it. Yeah, I said it. Um, Again, another movie that I can see what people hate, but I did not know what to expect from. People came into it super hyped, came out of it super bummed. I came in with zero expectations, and I came out moderately entertained. I mean, it has its flaws, because without giving too much away, um, well, I don't know. I don't even know how to. Let's just say everyone who doesn't have a gun in this movie, a gun, either a gun or over fucking powered magical bullshit, is fucking useless and literally there for eye candy. Looking at you, Harley Quinn. But and then the eye candy that we do want, right? Right? Jared Leto, fucking character actor, method actor, Joker. Oh my God, best thing since Legend. No, no, he's not. He's not. He's he's serviceable. Like people condemned his Joker performance, but it's serviceable. You know, he does what he's supposed to. He comes in when he's supposed to. Did I say he does what he's supposed to? That's what it totally does. He does what he's supposed to. He's there exactly as much as he's supposed to be. He's doing exactly as much as he's supposed to be. He's being as much as he's supposed to be, I guess. But yeah, nah. Fun. Personally, I prefer Batman Assault on Arkham. If you want a proper Suicide Squad movie, just go get that. This, watch it if you want, skip it if you want. Either way, eh. Uh, oh yeah, this one. I watched it with a friend of mine. They hated it. They came out of it when I hate that movie. I came out going, that movie was fucking hilarious. It was. Trolls was fucking hilarious. And hilarious because I think it's aware of how silly it is, and it just plays on that. The songs in it are surprisingly catchy. The new proper songs, I think, the movie specific songs that they do are pretty fun. And even the renditions of the popular pop songs are actually range from tolerable to downright just fun. The whole movie is just fun. It's again. What am I doing watching this? I don't know. The only other choices were a bunch of dramas. I didn't feel like watching dramas. I had enough drumming as is, and I wanted to watch something funny. I watched this, and I came out of it freaking laughing my head off because it's so silly. And oh god though, oh god. When you do watch it, if you do watch it, my god, the stuff that they managed to sneak into this, the stuff that will go over the kids' heads, had both our jaws on the floor because we just looked at each other and just went, wait a minute, how the fuck did they bring that? How the fuck did I sneak that in? Plus the censors, plus the fucking the rate. What is the rate? Is it PG or is it G rated? I'm not sure. But the shit that they did manage to sneak in, the few of those like for I don't know, for adults jokes, I guess. It's just you just sit there and you know the kids have no idea what's happening. It goes so quick, like kids won't even notice, but the adults will, and it just whoa. But yeah, funny, just straight up, just funny. Okay, bear with me here. I know when you go onto its Wikipedia article, the first thing you'll see was the sisters came out in 2015. Well, guess what? I am from down under. Why do I sound like a fucking whatever? I'm from down under. Hi, hello from Australia. And in Australia, we got this movie at the beginning of January this year. So for me, it's a 2016 movie. Hence why it's here. Hence why it's on this list. And hence why I'm here to tell you that Sisters was actually surprisingly funny. I came into it again with no expectations. I literally just got dragged into it by a friend of mine. Uh, yeah, just no expectations at all, and it starts off a bit. Actually, I don't know. No, it started off fine. It's been a while since I watched it, I suppose, but it was actually funny. It was actually legitimately funny and a heartfelt movie. In the end, it was really a nice heartfelt comedy, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say. I can't really talk about too much without spoiling the plot completely, so I won't. I'm just saying, hey, if you want a nice, chill comedy to watch with a bunch of friends, yeah, check it out. Sausage Party is easily one of the most funniest comedies of the year, but it is also the kind of comedy where I would say it's not for everybody. Because it's not. If you love crass humor, if you love a lot of sexual humor, like a lot of sexual humor, do you remember The Wolf of Wall Street? Remember how nearly nearly every other word of it was fuck? This is the animated version of that. Like, with a lot more of it. Because it just goes, and it does go overboard. I'll admit it does go overboard. That's why it's not that high up. Well, it's actually somewhere in the middle of the list, so it's higher, but kind of low, I guess. But overall, hilarious. We'll have you on the floor laughing. Don't watch with your parents. For the love of God, please don't watch with your parents, because if you are of my generation, your parents will fucking, unless you're really lucky, your parents will just roast you for like this till the day you die. But yeah, it's just it's yeah, and then oh my god, there's two. That's like the end of this movie is like a two-parter. Not spoiler territory, I suppose, but the end of this two-parter. The second part is one of the most meta things I've seen in my life. The that's the second part. That's the very end. The first just just watch it. Just fucking watch it. Just trust me, you'll love it. It's amazing. Okay, so the first words out of my mouth when I finished watching this movie was, you know what? I really miss having a cat, and it's true. I do. I really do. I plan to eventually sometime, and you know what? And you know what? I know I will not have to worry about what that thing will do while I'm gone because I know what it'll do. What all cats do: will sleep on its ass, waiting for me to come back and feed it, and then it will sit on my laptop, sit on my book, sit on my everything that I need to use at the time just to get some warmth and pats, and some nice rubs, you know. But this movie is, well, it's fun. Like, I don't know what else to say about it. It's fun. I'm sort of really running out of things to say about movies, and this list is really annoying. But yeah, if I had to describe this movie in one word, it's fun. If you want a cute little comedy that will make you miss having a pet or make you appreciate your pet that much more, yeah, check it out. You know. Oh, oh, this movie. Oh man, Sing. It's actually interesting because to give them props, they really gave us a lot. The sort of the ads for this movie gave us a lot, but at the same time it gave us absolutely nothing because yeah, we knew the basic premise, we knew everything about the basic premise, but we had no clue about the plot. Okay, so basic premise: koala named Mr. Moon. Yeah, Mr. Moon. Mr. Moon wants to get his theater out of a financial ditch, and he's trying to make a talent competition happen to get the best of like local talent to put on a show, and get himself right back up, and at the same time give people what he always wanted to give people: great entertainment. Holy crap, he's Yuya from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5. Anyway, shenanigans and pretty much a little typo, happens, and shenanigans ensue. The typo in question being how much the prize money is, and ironically enough, that plot point become a little bit of a spoiler, I suppose, but it becomes nearly pointless, entirely pointless, until it's brought up once, just as a token, haha, liar, as token liar revealed kind of thing. But it seriously has like zero weight on the plot. And at the same time, yeah, the entire time I was sitting there, I didn't know where the movie was going. It's not the kind of movie that takes a lot of turns. It's just that the road ahead is dark and you have no headlights. Bad analogy, probably. But point is, I was sitting there wondering where the hell this whole thing going, and enjoying it thoroughly the entire time. It's a silly kind of movie, but it's a fun silly kind of movie. And standout character out of it easily is the German pig that is the most sassiest piece of pork that I've ever seen on screen. He was hilarious. He had his energy, yeah. He's just oh god, oh god. Just thinking about it makes me laugh. And the closing act of this, holy shit! Like holy shit, it lands. This movie sort of it tries to set up this emotional connection with you, and before you know it, yes, that emotional connection takes root. It takes hold of you. It squeezes hard, and but not too hard, like a gentle hard squeeze, like one of those firm squeezes. And yeah, you find yourself really kind of getting into the whole atmosphere of it. That's kind of the best way I can describe this movie. it's a very atmospheric comedy. It's formulaic. It's even like when you actually after you finish watching and you think back on it, it's kind of formulaic and by the numbers. But at the same time, it has a lot of heart added to it. So yeah, yeah, check it out. I have a confession to make. I never watched and probably never will watch the original Neighbors. Just not interested. It looks like a funny comedy. Funny, stupid funny. It looked like the kind of stupid comedy I would probably go watch with a friend of mine if they really insisted, but by myself, no fucking way. And especially if I missed watching it in the movies, I would not bother watching it at home. Also because it would be pointless because Neighbors 2 is almost one for one plot structure wise exactly that movie, but from what I even can gather is so much better than the original. It was fucking hilarious. It was fucking hilarious. I came into it thinking it was gonna be just another dumb comedy. I came out of it realizing it was probably the best comedy of the year. Is quite a large margin, quite easily. It beats out everything else just by sheer force of lolness. And actually, haha, lol. I don't actually know. I don't know where I was going with that. But the point was that yes, it's probably easily for me the funniest comedy of the year. It, it does have that stupid element to it. It does. It really does. It's still a dumb comedy, but the funniness outweighs the dumbness quite by quite a large margin. There are moments in this movie where the dumbness does come forward and overshadows the funniness, and you just go, but most of the time, it's actually a very delicate balance here that will have you laughing the entire time, while thinking, yeah, this is so fucking dumb, but I don't care, it's fucking funny, right? So yeah, worth watch. Even if you haven't watched the original. Disney does it again. Definitely worth a watch. Not entirely sure what else to say because I mean I could gush about the visuals, I could gush about the soundtrack, I could gush about Dwayne Johnson doing it again and being a charismatic bastard and me loving every bit of it. But I'm not. I'm just gonna say one sentence: watch it. Just watch it and watch it in the cinemas. It's worth it. It's worth a cinematic experience because even though it's a kind of a smaller movie by Disney standards, it still gets epic, and when it does, it's worth seeing it on a big screen. And you know, the immersion that you get is definitely there. So check it out, love it. Just check it out. Why does everyone hate this movie? No, I'm sorry. Why does everyone hate this movie? Yeah, it has flaws, but why does everyone hate it so much? I don't get it. X Men a cop, a cop. X Men a cop. Haha. No, X Men Apocalypse is legitimately good. It's legitimately fun. It's legitimately by the numbers, and holy shit, you can see where it's going from a mile. Okay, I can see why everyone hates it, but I don't know. When you watch it, you don't care about that stuff. That's the kind of stuff you think after you finish the movie, after you read the reviews, after you try and fail to make a legitimate, logical, proper review of your own. Hi. But no. But when you're in the moment, this movie delivers. I mean, yeah. Even while watching it, you roll your eyes at a couple of things, but overall, this movie kind of proves why the X-Men are still here and why they'll still stay. Because while they're not as amazing as Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, they're still good enough. Like, even when people fucking complain about, like, let me put it this way: if people fucking complain about you all the fucking time, right, but they still want to hang out with you, you're doing something right. People still want to hang out with X-Men Apocalypse. It's doing something right. People have so many flaws to point out, and yet they still watch it. This thing raked in like millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. Still, despite the middling reviews, it's doing something right. And in my opinion, yeah, it's not great, but it's not terrible. It's closer to almost great than almost terrible. It does falter on a few things without going into too much detail. Like some character stories are pretty much non-existent. Backstories are non-existent. We effectively got a certain thing just rushed into this just for the sake of rushing into it. We got a cameo for the sake of a cameo. We got at this point a token. Everybody knows it. So a token Quicksilver thing for just for the sake of a token Quicksilver thing, but it was so awesome. It was so awesome. So yeah, I don't know. This is the kind of movie that has me going. I see what you hate it, but I don't. So please don't hate me for not hating it. Yeah, watch it if you want, skip it if you don't, but don't hate people who don't hate it. Cheers. Okay, so Avengers 2.5, despite its seemingly epic scope and a broad narrative of brother versus brother kind of bullshit, is actually an intensely personal movie that looks at the fact that no matter who you are, you will have your own personal demons to deal with, and depending on who you are, you will deal with them in a different way, and that your situation can be made so much worse by things outside of your control. Because no good deed goes unpunished, and of course, the Avengers now have to answer for the crime of too much collateral damage. Yeah. But see, while that is the basic premise that we know, that going in, it evolves. It not doesn't evolve, it shifts entirely to something completely different, and then at the end shifts again, and also it's just I don't know. It is both one of the best Marvel movies ever, but also has one. It's like remember the twist from Iron Man 3 with the villain? Yeah, we get that here again, but it's even more stupid and pointless. The twist in Iron Man 3 had a point. People hated it, but it had a point. Anybody could be a bad guy and dress a dude up and call him whatever, and suddenly, holy shit, global threat. Here, it's just. I don't want to spoil it. But when it gets revealed, who and what, it just will make you roll your eyes so fucking hard. And who they choose and what they do with them, it's just it's stupid. But beyond that, Civil War proves that there's so much more they can do with these characters. Civil War proves that just when you think you've seen everything in these movies, holy shit, just take a deep breath and prepare to be blown away. And it also proves without a doubt that Spider-Man's rights should have gone back to Marvel before Sony got their grubby claws, hands, paws, whatever's on it, because on that license. Because seriously, my God, best movie Spider-Man ever. I mean, personal confession: I never bothered with any Spider-Man movies ever. I will actually watch Spider-Man: Homecoming because of this Spider-Man, because it's part of MCU, but also because this Spider-Man is actually pretty awesome. It's Spider-Man. He's awesome in such a simple Spider-Man way that you just wonder how they screwed it up before. It just boggles the mind. Lesson learned here: Marvel does it better with their own shit. Marvel does it better. Just give Fantastic Four back to Marvel, please, for the love of God. I want my first superhero family back. Damn you, Pixar. How can you make a sequel that nobody asked for, nobody wanted, still work? And not just work, be absolutely amazing and one of my favorite movies of the year. How do you do it? How the fuck do you do it? I would really love to know what's the secret ingredient. What's the secret sauce? Because seriously, in all seriousness, Finding Dory was just great. It was great. It was amazing. Even it was completely blew me away. I came in with zero expectations, and even if I had expectations, I know those would be blown away as well. I just seriously, if you've been dismissing this one as just yet another cat, no, don't dismiss it. Watch it, get it, love it. Just pop in for fucking Finding Nemo, watch that, and then watch this to follow up. Just whatever you do, get your hands on it and just watch it. Watch it. The force is with me. I am one with the force. That line is still stuck in my head, and one I can most easily remember from this movie, I suppose, because it's just been repeated so many times. But regardless of that, Rogue One, a Star Wars story, is by far the best Star Wars movie to come since Empire Strikes Back. Oh my god, how could you say that? What about fucking Force Awakens? Yeah, Force Awakens was okay. I'm sorry, Force Awakens was okay. It was fun, it was okay, but at the same time, you know what? These two should not be compared because Force Awakens is part of the main series. This is a side story, hence the title, right? Star Wars story. So this is effectively the opening crawl of New Hope turned into a movie, and you know what? I don't. It doesn't even matter because it's amazing. It's amazing. It's a much more down to earth, gritty look at Star Wars. And when I say gritty, I do mean gritty. It feels a lot more not realistic, but it has a lot more weight to it because none of these guys are Jedi. None of these guys have some weird fucking OP bullshit space magic powers. Except for like the blind guy, but he's just badass, nothing more. His bullshit magic OP power is his friend with the heavy blaster, but whatever. Regardless, Rogue One is absolutely amazing. I honestly have no words for how amazing it is. But to be fair, it starts off a bit slow. It takes a while to pick up. It really does. It takes time to build up to its big thing, which I actually, upon thinking about it, do appreciate. It doesn't just immediately jump into the epicness and throw epicness in your face. No. It slowly saunters up with its epicness and then slams it into your face as hard as it can and keeps it there. Because once this movie goes epic, it just stays epic. No, actually, no, I'm wrong. This movie starts off good, a solid Star Wars movie. Then, boom! It's fucking epic. And just when you think it topped itself, boom! It's even more fucking epic. Oh my god. And you know what? Spoiler, big fucking spoiler, but that thing you heard about Darth Vader at the end of this movie, yes, it's true. It's so true. Oh my god. For the first time in forever, I was actually terrified at seeing that guy pop up on the screen. I was fucking terrified. It was amazing. Rogue One. Watch it. Love it. Hump it. Ha. Oh yeah. The best animated movie of the year. And of course, it's Disney. Because nobody knows the human condition quite like Disney. And if you ever needed proof of that, enter Zootopia, that deals with racism of all things, with cute fuzzy creatures. Yeah, my god. Fucking racism by way of Wind of the Willows. Who could have thought? So, okay, basic premise, Judy Hopps, the first bunny rabbit in Zootopia, this big sprawling utopia type city where prey and predators can live in peace, yada yada yada, whatever. All you want to know is that she's on a case that has been pretty much hopeless, and her only solace, her only light in the dark, is this shifty little fox named Nick Wilde. Together they uncover a whole bunch of shit, shenanigans ensue, classic Disney tropes come at you pretty much every time you blink, and yeah, it's a really good movie. It's an amazing movie. It's the kind of movie that both makes you laugh, makes you, yes, cry, makes you at least tear up. If you don't ever tear up during this movie, you have no soul. Just saying. At the same time, it makes you think. And the funniest thing is that by virtue of its non-directness with the topic it's dealing with, it might actually make the kids think. At least that's what I think. Ha. But no, I legitimately love this movie for everything, for its visuals, for its soundtrack. Try Everything will be stuck in your head forever. For the main character, she's this kind of, do your best no matter what. Once you get knocked down, get right back up sort of character, which, yeah, we've seen a lot of times before. But the thing is, bit of a spoiler, just a bit. She does get knocked down really hard, not physically, but really hard, and she needed help to get right back up. So it's not, nobody's perfect. A lot of there's a lot of the messages that nobody's perfect, and we gotta work with what we've got, kind of thing, and love it. And Nick is definitely my favorite character in the entire movie. His character arc is just interesting to see because it's not rushed at all. It's subtle. It takes an entire movie to develop, and the two of them together are just amazing. They have great chemistry, and honestly, this is me jumping the gun, jumping the shark. This is me thinking way ahead and out of whatever shaped box you can think of. But honestly, and this might sound absolutely fucking ridiculous too to most of you, maybe, but I don't care. That's just what I think. I think that this should have a sequel, and the sequel should deal with, just like it dealt with racism in this movie, it should deal with interracial marriage in next. Because for the first time in forever, I just want I have look at these two characters. I want them to hook up, but the thing is, the reason I want them to hook up is because, well, he's a fox, she's a bunny. Biology doesn't agree. They have to adopt a kid. So the next movie could easily have a metric ton of things that they could also cover, while at the same time have this weird romance happening. My God, never gonna live this down, am I? This opinion of mine, huh? I don't care. I want it to happen. Zootopia, amazing. Watch it, love it, hump it. At this point, I am practically melting from the hot weather. The fan behind me is doing very little to alleviate my suffering, so I'm gonna keep this brief, despite the fact that Deadpool is one of my favorite movies ever of all time, and is my favorite movie of the year, and I love it unconditionally, and I want to just cuddle with it, every night with when it promises not to stab me in the kneecaps. Yeah, so Deadpool is absolutely amazing. It doesn't mean that it doesn't have any flaws. It definitely has those, a lot of which literally have to do with its budget, which is equivalent of some bored rich kid just wasting a few million on a dream project. Ha ha. See what I did there? And then yeah, I really don't know what to say, because if I start saying anything about this movie, I will start gushing, and my inner fangirl will just jump out, take control, and will never let go. Because I have things that I absolutely love about this movie. I have things that I absolutely wish were in this movie that were taken out, that I'm frustrated by the fact they were taken out. And I mean, this movie leaves me very very hopeful for the character's future as a cinematic character, as a character in movies. It leaves me very hopeful for the franchise they're trying to build out of this. Sounds like a fucking franchise. Huh, nice thing. And yeah, so overall, it has me excited. It has me ecstatic. It has me absolutely elated with happiness, with just everything, with joy, every positive. It invokes every positive feeling ever, this movie in me, and I love watching it. I love rewatching it. I love watching specific parts of it, like ad infinitum, just like keep rewatching until they sear it into the back of my mind. So yeah, fucking just seriously, just watch it, love it, hump it. And that was my 2016 in movies. Yeah, pretty big year. Surprisingly big. I was really surprised. I literally sat down one evening and I was like, I wonder how many movies I watched. And I started counting and I was just like, no, 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 no. Oh my god, wow. Because by contrast, 2015 I watched, like I said, 4 movies. Four. I can't remember which. I mean, one was like Daddy's Home, I think. Yeah, there was Daddy's Home, definitely. But yeah, but this year, holy shit, all these movies, all of these, holy fuck, where did I find the time and the money? And then they wonder why I starve most of the time. But anyway, yeah. So hope your year in movies has been as amazing, and I am looking forward to next year because if the trailers or anything go by, I'm probably gonna watch even more movies next year. So this is gonna be an even longer video. You poor unfortunate souls, if you ever even bother with stuff like this from me again. So yeah, happy New Year, everybody.